The adjustments are going to be the key, John. When you're doing everything in training.
Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Big knee to the body.
Those are big strikes.
All right, coming up next, it's a welterweight matchup between Bruce Lee and Santiago Ponzinibbio. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Well, you can argue this is the most influential martial artist of all time, the great Bruce Lee, making his walk to the octagon here tonight, champ.
Everybody wants to be Bruce Lee. They say they want to be like Mike. If you're a fighter, you want it to be like Bruce Lee. You want it to be that fast. You want it to be that charismatic. You want it to have an ability to just freeze your opponents. Your speed, your movement, just the diversity in the attacks that you can give your opponents would just confuse people. I mean, I watched him beat a 7-foot Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to stay undefeated.
Right.
If you can do that, you can do anything.
I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Bruce Lee in a nutshell.
Just so wise.
Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. 2 years apart, these two fighters, with some differences in height and a similar reach. And now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the octagon is Bruce Buffer.
Main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Bergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 29 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, Santiago Ponzinibbio. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
All right, commit to the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, surround your corners, fight.
Ready? All right, you ready?
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. It's a close fight on paper, and also in every performance we have seen them put on, these guys seem to be the mirror image of each other. Beautiful kick.
Oh, you got gotta be kidding me. Another head kick lands. He's gotta start blocking these, DC. One more and it could be lights out.
It could be over, and most people would be sleeping on the mat after taking such a dominant strike. Credit to his chin, but you don't want to get kicked that many times in the head.
A little single collar tie there. Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again there.
If his opponent does not change something, he will continue to throw the strike until he makes it stop throwing.
And they separate. And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now.
I don't do that as well as you do. And he's coming out swinging tonight.
He is bringing the heat. This dude is trying to end this night early.
Can you give us an ooh-wee, please?
Ooh-wee!
So good. Oh, head kick attempt. It is blocked by Ponzinibbio.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Oh, you can hear the thwack from here as he lands another leg kick in DC. Now we're seeing visible damage as that leg starts to redden up.
And now you start to see the damage. And now you start to see the limping of the opponent. Watch as he gets kicked in the leg, he's turning away. He can't even get any pressure on his front leg anymore. He is beat up. That leg has been tenderized by this young man.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Santiago Ponzinibbio.
Yeah, he fixed it all up.
Wow, what a kick. Huge kick lands. Lee's shot is blocked. Some nice back and forth action here. Pretty good right hand.
I mean, he's cutting down the side with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, another one lands flush. One head kick after the next tonight. Can someone tell me how his opponent is still standing?
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this?
Tags him with the left. Final seconds of round one. 5 minutes in the books.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the pace we're talking about. That's the cardio that I'm used to seeing right there, just like in training.
All right, so a huge round for him there, DC, particularly when it came to the head kicks. Take us through the replay.
I mean, those head kicks were beautiful. He was finding a spot. He was wrapping it around his opponent's arms and landing those head kicks over and over and over. He did a good job of really setting his opponent up with his hands and then taking those opportunities that were presented to him.
Round two is upon us. Your thoughts on round one, Shane?
Round one was a very close round. Both guys had their moments, but nobody has really went out ahead in the race as we go into the second round. Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Beautiful body kick. You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on your feet right now.
Oh, straight right. Well, he continues to find the openings tonight. Beautiful connection with a punch there.
Accuracy at its best.
Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations here.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes.
Back to the feet now. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. It's good defense to block the strike coming back. Oh, beautiful 1-2 punch. Both fighters throwing heat now. Unable to connect with the right hand there. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. Ponzinibbio's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Man, is he tired. timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him being this accurate in the past.
I mean, he is so sharp. And not only is he accurate, he's also keeping very busy.
Effective strike there by Lee. And both guys really throwing with authority.
Very tricky when he throws that body. Ooh, head kick lands. He's hurt.
Oh, that kick is good by Lee. 71 total strikes have now landed for the forever busy Santiago Ponzinibbio. And still landing at a pretty good clip, DC, landing with 58% accuracy against the Argentine Santiago Ponzinibbio. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Beautiful head kick. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. Nice head kick. His opponent has not adjusted to these head kicks.
Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Ponzinibbio. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC, and if you like the kicking game, that was the round for you.
Yeah, man, he used his kicks beautifully. He managed distance, managed space, and eventually those kicks started to really take an effect on his opponent and slow him down. He has to stay the course next round.
All right, another round is now underway. Pretty good previous two rounds. We'll see who makes the requisite adjustments now.
The adjustments are going to be the key, John. When you're doing everything in training.
Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Big knee to the body.
Those are big strikes.
Oh!
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand. And just misses with that big right hand. And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Back and forth we go.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now. Continues to mix it up, going to the head. Oh, clean entry as he gets the takedown there.
Great entry, great timing, great finish. What a fantastic job by this young man.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen. Great punch.
Ponzinibbio's lower jaw is extremely swollen now. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Really timing his shots nicely. Good tempo, very accurate, finding the range with relative ease.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Now look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here, unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books.
Excellent. That was beautiful, man. He's hurt. You had him right there, man. You could have closed this off. You're going to do in this round.
All right, so there's the horn. Let us now look back at some of the action in that round, DC, and he had his takedown game going early and often.
Yeah, he had it going great. I mean, he did a great job of finding his entries, rushing to his finishes before his opponent could react and defend him. He should be very proud of the work he did over the course of that last round.
Let's go, guys, fight.
Whoa!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, straight right. I'm not sure if that's the way he drew it up, but a huge result for him here tonight as he gets the win by way of knockout, and that's about as good a one-strike finish as we've seen here in the UFC in recent memory. I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, so a big, big win for him here tonight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
So a huge result and a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the big knockout win. That could hold up as one of the better KOs of the year.
Knockout, Bruce.